Hello, fellow Deltans. My name is Efren Plaza, batch 1972 from the University of Santo Tomas, the mother chapter of Delta Fraternity and Sorority. I was at UST from 1972 till 1978. I'm a third generation UST Deltan in my family, one batch 66, Ruben Amidar, batch 69, Conrado Amidar, and me, batch 72. I have a Tomasian 1978 yearbook, which will serve as a proof of my identity as a UST student. Tomasian yearbook contains all the UST students graduating from that year. It also includes pictures of the UST campus, Grand Chancellor, Rector, and also the faculty members. Here's my yearbook. It will show it's Tomasian 1978. It will also show some of the pictures of the buildings and the campus, etc. There's also the pictures of the Grand Chancellor and the Rector and the Vice Grand Chancellor. And most of all, my picture, which identify me as a graduating student at UST 1978. Right there. By the way, we also have around 8 brothers and sisters who were on that Tomasian 1978 yearbook. They're also graduating. I was asked by our brothers and sisters to provide some insight about our mother chapter, University of Santo Tomas, and hopefully shed light to your doubts. Here's what you need to understand about UST Deltans. UST Delta Fraternity members are all engineering students, except one not nursing student. Any person who claims to be UST Deltan who is not from engineering or nursing is not telling the truth. We just don't let anybody into our fraternity. We choose them. We select students with good standings who can contribute with our humanitarian missions and would not be a problem to our fraternity. Our sorority members are from engineering, nursing, medicine, and education. If your chapter wants to know the Delta members of UST, you must belong to the August 21, 1961 founding date and be recognized. You will not see a true UST Delta brother or sister that will belong to a founding date other than August 21, 1961. To give you an idea what the campus was like in the eyes of a frat man like me, engineering, fine arts, and architecture at that time are all in one building. The engineering building, located at the corner of Spania and Forbes. Right beside it is the education building. Right in front of these two buildings where most of the fights were being held in spite of having a truck full of Metrocom police every day. Because of fraternity wars, each student at UST is identified with the fraternity he belongs to. So we know all the members of other fraternities. There were around 30 fraternities at that time, and because the fraternity wars were getting worse, all the fraternities agreed to meet at the Little Capital restaurant located in front of UST to end these useless wars. As the master initiator, I represented our fraternity with Brother Arnel here now, my bodyguard, a 6'2" engineering basketball player. So if Lino Sunga or the people he claimed are from UST, all of our brothers would have known him or them. To all Deltans, to all of us Deltans, there's no argument regarding our founder, Emmanuel Oiguanco, and our mother chapter, University of Santo Tomas. Everybody are in agreement on these two. But regarding our founding date, there's no confusion of the actual founding date of Delta in our part as a mother chapter of Delta Fraternity and Sorority. It's always been and always will be August 21, 1961. Any other date is unacceptable. If there's confusion, it would be the fault of the Mindanao organizers who claim to be Delta founders in Mindanao. I question their authenticity as a member of Delta because if they went through our initiation, they will never forget these three things: founder, mother chapter, and founding date. These are the three things that we hold sacred as Deltans. It is part of our DNA. Any changes are not acceptable. These are asked over and over during the course of initiation so it can be passed on to the next generations of Deltans. You can argue that we are only humans and likely to forget. Again, if they are true Deltans, they could have just listened to our brothers before them and made the correction. That is why I question their Delta membership. Some of our brothers confronted Lino Sunga to rectify the founding date. He promised to change the founding date to August 21, 1961, but did not. He lied to all the Deltans, especially to the people who follows him, because he never made an effort to correct them. Now we know that his word cannot be trusted. And because of that, we came into conclusion that no amount of information is going to convince people who are just playing games and not seeking the truth. You cannot blame us for lack of trying because we really tried hard to convince your leaders to reconsider. We even swallowed our pride and met with them in Mindanao, but instead our representative, Brother Ed Santo Domingo, got ridiculed and crucified. So it's up to you now to follow the truth or continue to be lied upon. Thank you.